Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a question I know a lot of people have. Can you actually get free cryptocurrency on Binance? We're going to break down every legit method and even peek ahead at what's on the horizon for 2026. All right, let's jump in. So, here's how we're going to tackle this. We've got 5 sections. First, we'll get straight to the point. Is this even real? Then we'll look at ways to earn by, actually doing stuff, followed by ways to earn while you sleep. And then we'll wrap it all up with the most important takeaways and some warnings you really need to hear. Okay, first things first. Before we get into the how, let's address the if. Is getting free crypto just a myth, or is it actually a reality? I mean, it's a totally fair question, right? Especially with all the scams out there. So let's get right to it. Looking ahead to 2026, can you really get your hands on some crypto without paying for it? The short answer is yes, you absolutely can. But, and you knew there was a but, you've got to keep your expectations in check. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. We're talking small, steady rewards. Think anywhere from $1 to maybe $50 for an activity. And the one thing that's totally non-negotiable, you have to have a verified account. That just means you've done the KYC or know your customer thing by verifying your ID. So with that out of the way, how do you actually do it? Let's kick things off with the first category, the active methods. These are all about rewarding you for putting in a little bit of time and effort on the platform. First up is learn and earn, and honestly, it's such a cool idea. Binance literally pays you to learn about new crypto projects. They want you to be informed. By 2026, you can bet these courses will be all about the cutting-edge stuff, like how AI is changing crypto, the future of Web3, and these new tokens that represent real-world things. And the process couldn't be simpler. You just pop over to the Academy section, pick a course that looks interesting, watch a few short videos, and then take a quick quiz. As long as you pass, boom, that crypto reward shows up right in your wallet. It's really that straightforward. So what are we talking about money-wise? Well, for each course you finish, you can expect to get somewhere between $5 and $20 worth of that project's token. It's an awesome way to learn and start building a varied crypto portfolio without spending a single cent of your own cash. And a very similar idea is going on over at Binance Square, which is kind of their social media hub. You can snag small crypto rewards every day just for doing simple things like commenting on posts or sharing articles. And hey, if you like to write, creating your own solid content can earn you even more. Now, this brings us to a really important split in the road. Everything we've talked about so far requires your active participation. You got to put in the time. But this next batch of opportunities, well, this is where we get into passive earning, where your crypto starts to work for you. So let's get into it. This section is all about earning more crypto just by holding onto the assets you already have. This is where that whole passive income dream starts to become a reality. Okay, next up, hodler airdrops. You've probably heard the term hodl. It's just crypto speak for holding on for the long term. And an airdrop is basically a free giveaway of new tokens. So just by holding BNB, Binance's own token, you can automatically get a slice of new tokens from up-and-coming projects. It's like a loyalty bonus, and you don't have to lift a finger. Now, the rewards are usually a small percentage of whatever you're holding, but here's a really cool trend to keep an eye on for 2026: retroactive airdrops. This is where a project might just surprise you with free tokens simply because you were an early user of their platform even before anyone knew an airdrop was coming. Pretty neat, huh? Launchpool is another fantastic passive method. The easiest way to think about it is like digital farming. You take your crypto, like BNB, and you stake it or plant it in a special pool. And in return, you get to harvest brand new tokens every day. And the best part? You often get these tokens before they're even listed for public trading. All right, on to our next category, which is all about using your network. These methods are designed to reward you for just being an active, engaged member of the Binance community. You've probably seen referral programs before, and Binance has a great one. It's a classic for a reason. You just share your special link, and every time someone signs up and starts trading, you get a cut of their trading fees. It's a really solid way to build up a passive income stream. And what's really great here is that it's often a double whammy. You might get an upfront bonus, say $10 to $50, when your friend signs up. But then, on top of that, you get that ongoing commission from their trades for as long as they're on the platform. That's where it can really add up. And hey, don't forget about the simple stuff. Make sure you're following Binance on their social media channels, because they do giveaways all the time. Also, inside the app, look for a feature called Red Packets. It's just a fun way for people to send tiny crypto gifts to each other, and you'd be surprised how those little bits can accumulate. Okay, we've covered a ton of ground. Now that you know all the legit ways to earn, let's pull it all together and talk about the most important things you need to remember to do this safely and effectively. So when you look at all these methods, how do you pick? Well, it really comes down to a simple trade-off between your time and your existing crypto. Something active like learn and earn is super low effort for a nice quick reward. But passive methods like airdrops and staking can give you those ongoing returns with almost zero work once you're set up. All right, let's nail this down. Here's your checklist for 2026. 1. Get that account verified. Seriously, it's a must. 2. Remember, this is a long game. The earnings are small, but they're meant to stack up over time. 3. Keep your eyes peeled for those new trends, AI, Web3, all that good stuff, because that's where the next opportunities will be. And 4, and this is the most critical point, only, and I mean only, use official Binance websites and apps. Stay safe out there. And finally, we have to end with a serious warning. Getting this crypto might be free, but holding it is definitely not risk-free. The crypto market is wild and volatile. These methods are an absolutely fantastic way to get started without risking your own money. But please, please remember, this is not a shortcut to wealth. So, there you have it. You've got the map of all the different roads you can take. The only question left is, which one are you going to try first? Whether you decide to start learning something new or put your current crypto to work, the opportunities are there for the taking. Thanks for tuning in to this explainer.